and Ogun State Television, YouTube at OGTV Abeokuta, and on OGTV website www.ogtv.com.ng/live. For the latest news and reports, check us on these platforms: X at Ogun TV, Instagram at Ogun State Television, or download OGTV app on Apple and Google Play stores. We begin with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who has signed the 2026 appropriation bill into law, authorizing an aggregate expenditure of 68.32 trillion naira for the current fiscal year. He also signed a separate bill extending the implementation on period of the 2025 budget from March 31 to June 30, 2026. The budget allocates 4.799 trillion naira for statutory transfers and 15.8 trillion naira for debt service. It further sets aside 15.4 trillion naira for recurrent expenditure and 32.2 trillion naira for capital expenditure through the development fund. The presidency made the disclosure in a statement signed by Special Advisor on Information and Strategy, Bayo Ononuga. The 2026 Appropriation Act took effect on April 1, with the federal government commencing full implementation in line with what the presidency describes as the renewed hope agenda. Tinubu also assented to the Appropriation Repeal and Enactment Amendment Bill 2026, which extends the capital component of the 2025 Appropriation Act by 3 months to June 30. The presidency said the extension would ensure the full utilization of appropriated funds, particularly for critical infrastructure projects at advanced stages of implementation. Tinubu directed MDAs to ensure disciplined, transparent, and efficient utilization of allocated resources, with strong emphasis on value for money and timely project delivery. And now to Ogun State. The Ogun State government has described capacity building as a critical tool to an efficient and responsive civil service. Governor Dapo Abiodun stated this while declaring the Strategic Leadership and Management Course 3 closed at the National Institute of Policy and Strategic Studies, or Basikiru Adetona College of Governance, located at Olabisi Onabanjo University. He urged participants to translate the knowledge gained into improved service delivery.
Required to their subordinates. He commends the Institute for its partnership in strengthening the capacity of state's workforce. The head of service also acknowledges the administration's commitment to workers' welfare, appreciating the governor for approving a 10,000 naira support allowance and a one-day work-free palliative to ease the impact of rising fuel costs.
It's indeed an apostle of actually re-engineering the civil service. So we must be able to underscore the importance of this training by being able to discharge your duties effectively. We must be able to cascade the gains of this program. And I have no doubt in my mind that Ogun State will be better for it.
The director of the institute, Professor Shola Adeyanju, alongside the course coordinator, Dr. Razak Olabomi, commend participants for their discipline and dedication throughout the program.
No matter how time means it is added, it will help us to improve service delivery.
It will equip us with more knowledge to share experience with us.
Speaking on behalf of the participants, the course president, Taiwo Olalekan Peters, who is the Accountant General of the state, expresses appreciation to the Ogun State government for the opportunity to enhance their knowledge.
We learn about strategic planning, we learn about mentorship, and open our eyes to see more into planning and be able to effectively utilize the resources in our various organizations.
Actually, I can say that I have gained a lot in this training, though this is not the first time I'm attending leadership training, but this is a leadership training with a difference.
The participants pledge to apply the knowledge gained to improve efficiency and productivity. Matthew Show Me, OGTV News.
And now to the education sector. The federal government has said that it has ended physical verification of academic credentials, transitioning entirely to an online system to improve transparency, speed, and enhance public service delivery. The federal government, the Federal Ministry of Education, disclosed this in a statement by its Director of Press and Public Relations, Buriwu Folashade. The ministry stated that the renewed development aligns with the ministry's commitment to the federal government's digital transformation agenda and its resolve to deploy modern technology to improve efficiency, ensure data integrity, and support evidence-based policy decisions within the education sector. According to the ministry, all applicants seeking authentication or evaluation of academic credentials are required to register and upload all relevant supporting documents via the official portal essverify.education.gov.ng. It is also stated that physical visit to the ministry for credential authentication would no longer be necessary, as the process has been fully automated. The ministry, however, noted that the new system was expected to simplify procedures, reduce processing time, and boost the credibility of academic credential verification in Nigeria. Residents of communities along the Elega, Miliki, Shaje, Bode-Olude, Alhaji Sugar Road corridor have commended Ogun State Governor Prince Dakpo Abiodun for ending years of hardship caused by the poor condition of the road. They described the project as a major relief, noting its impact on their daily lives and economic activities. The residents spoke during the commissioning of the road network by the governor. Matthew Shome completes the report.
What used to be a difficult and frustrating journey for residents of communities across Abeokuta South and Abeokuta North local government areas is now a smooth and pleasant experience. This follows the inauguration of the Elega, Miliki, Shaje, Bode-Olude, Alhaji Sugar Road by the Ogun State government. Residents say the reconstruction of the road has transformed their socio-economic activities, reversing years of decline caused by its previously deplorable state.
We had to commission another of his achievements in the local government. They have done a lot for us in the local government.
This road has been in a very deplorable condition for the past 15 years. We are very happy with the intervention of the current government that we have come to celebrate.
Sometimes last year that I passed this road is not motorable. So I have to park my car somewhere and use a bike. Even bike itself is a trouble. But look at the road today. I came here with my car. I don't even know the time I get here. So I thank the governor of Ogun State for the good job he has been doing in Ogun State.
This Bode-Olude, we all know this road is really, really bad before. But now it has become a very good motorable for people. Even now, people are coming to buy land so that because we have a good road now.
They expressed appreciation to Governor Dakpo Abiodun for addressing their long-standing concerns and easing the movement of people and goods.
About everything, roads, buildings, everything, infrastructure, everything. Look at the airport.
Kudos to Governor Abiodun for coming to the aid of market women who have suffered untold hardship on the road. We cannot thank him enough for this needed intervention.
The people in the transportation business will be the direct beneficiaries of this project, which is why we have come to show our appreciation.
The road, which links several communities to major markets and key parts of the metropolis, is described as critical to economic growth and improved connectivity in the area. Matthew Shoumi, OGTV News.
In a bid to improve the economy of southwest Nigeria, Odua Investment Company Limited has embarked on a joint venture with Electron Energy to develop a 50-megawatt gas-fired independent power plant in Lagos. Group Chairman, Odua Investment Company Limited, Otumba Bimbo Ashiru, described the project as scaling up for prosperity. Fowora Adesonwo reports.
Odua Investment Company Limited, a conglomerate owned by the southwest state in Nigeria at the westernmost Broad Street, Lagos Island, in another leap for progression for the geopolitical zone, with its economy regarded as the 7th largest in Africa, which may be bigger than Kenya, the commercial hub of East Africa. Nigeria is facing energy crisis, and the Odua Investment Company Limited has signed an agreement with a reputable energy producing and distribution company, Electron Energy, with a plan to develop a 50-megawatt gas-fired power plant at the former Cocoa Industrial Limited complex within the Ogba Industrial Estate, Ikeja, Lagos. Group Chairman of the company, Otumba Bimbo Ashiru, viewed the project as a landmark which represents a significant step.
It's going to benefit all the stakeholders. It's going to benefit Odua, it's going to benefit manufacturing industries, it's going to benefit MSMEs, it's going to create jobs for everyone, and job is the key. It's going to create jobs, thousands of jobs in Ikeja. Not only Ikeja, in the whole of Lagos State, because Lagos State is going to key into it too. And so the benefits to everybody, all the stakeholders.
Tola Talabi is the founder and the co-chief executive officer of Electron Energy Development Strategies Limited. He said the corridor will soon witness reliable power supply.
Well, the significance of this partnership is, if you think about Odua Investments and the vision of the founders of this Odua Investment Group in bringing all the southwest states together to drive investment into industry. The very purpose of Odua was to facilitate these types of projects, and what we have done at Electron is to partner with them so that private investment can come in, they can bring their assets, and we can drive industrialization in the southwest.
Stakeholders wish the project could be bigger, but reason that it had better start small and later expand. Group Managing Director, Odua Investment Company Limited, Abrahaman Yunusa, asserted that the project is a synergy that will be taken to other parts of the southwest in due course.
Commitment is to actually serve all the 6 states in the southwest. As you know, the Odua Investment Company was put together long even before the creation of those states. It used to be the Southwest Nigerian Business Enterprise. So our commitment is to continue to expand bit by bit, one station at a time.
It is not the best period for organizations and individuals in Nigeria as the energy crisis continues. Adefowora Adesonwo, OGTV News.
Still ahead, Ogun State House of Assembly holds stakeholders forum on Education and Skills Trust Fund Bill. More news and report after the break. Please stay with us. Ogun State House of Assembly has held a stakeholders forum on a bill for a law to establish the Ogun State Education and Skills Trust Fund for rejuvenating education infrastructure and facilitating skills and for other connected purposes. Speaker Oludaisi Elemide, while declaring open the session, noted that the passage of the bill would enhance the capacity and skills of pupils as well as rejuvenate educational infrastructure for improved socio-economic and technological development in the state. Correspondent Kola Oliosho covered the session. Details are in this package.
Declaring the Stakeholders Forum open at the Assembly Complex Okemoso, Abeokuta, the Speaker, Right Honorable Oludaisi Elemide, described the proposed legislation as long overdue, while commending the state governor, Prince Abiodun, for his unwavering support towards the development and advancement of education in the state.
This forum is organized to avail stakeholders the opportunity to freely express their opinions on vital ideas on the bill, which will be subjected to further legislative scrutiny, thereby assisting the state government to put necessary machinery in place to establish the education and bill structure.
The Speaker, however, appreciated his co-lawmakers for giving the necessary support to achieve accelerated passage of the bill. Earlier in his remark, the Chairman, House Committee on Education, Science and Technology, Honorable Yusuf Amoso, stated that the bill was conceived to address the infrastructure deficit in schools across the growing demand for practical and job-creating skills among young people.
It is designed to help governments and to guarantee that education remains a first-line challenge in the state. This forum is not a ceremony, it is a working session. The committee wants to hear from you, and contributions will directly shape the amendments and final clauses of this bill before it returns to the House for further legislative action.
He explained further that the proposed trust fund will mobilize and manage resources specifically for the rebuilding of schools and equipping the youth with relevant 21st century skills. In his contribution, a former Speaker of the Ogun State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Olakunle Oluomo, called for fair distribution of funds across the 3 senatorial districts and adequate representation on the board.
Section 12 has to do is a 10-man board of trustees. That instead of 10 man, we need 13 persons. The 3 will be representative of each geopolitical zone.
Also speaking, Commissioner for Education, Science and Technology, Professor Abayomi Arigbabu, commended the House for the prompt attention given to the bill, pointing out that the executive arm had consulted widely on desirability of the bill, including inputs from the judiciary to produce a robust framework, while assuring that stakeholders
that my areas where we see what is so that if you are providing for everybody, maybe all of them are that, so the policy comes in, but at the end of the day,
other stakeholders, including the state chairman of the Academic Staff Union of Secondary Schools, Comrade Felix Agbesonwa, and heads of tertiary institutions in the state, advocated inclusive representation, improved funding, teachers' capacity building, curriculum-based skill development, transparency, and special interventions for all the state-owned institutions.
Cholesterol-rich foods.
See a whole lot of sportsmen, footballers, they undergo physical activity on a daily basis, and that is why they're always very healthy at the end of their careers. But give them 2 years afterwards, you see them so bloated, going to hospital regularly. So one of the key things that you can do for yourself as responsible individuals is to exercise regularly, and that will keep you miles away from the hospital.
Participants commend the initiative, describing it as impactful and beneficial to their overall well-being.
So for as many that partake in this program, it will really help us. By the time we get back to the office, it will reduce every tension.
Beyond the exercise that we just had, it's also an avenue to relax with one another, because we are always in the office working. We are not in the lecture room, we are somewhere working, and we don't always have this time to relax, to interact and all that.
Walking is a very good exercise for the body. And you can see how I look fit in spite of my age. They should make walking part of their routine, exercise generally.
The fitness walk will be followed by free medical screening for staff on Monday, April 20, 2026. Ayodeji Tomori Olunmi, OGTV News.
Matriculation marks the beginning of a new academic journey and a transition into higher learning at Vision University, Kobo. Over 1,000 students are formally admitted into the institution, signaling the start of a phase centered on knowledge acquisition, character development, and future building. Taiwo Fabajo reports.
The ceremony held at the university campus in Ikogbo Ado-Water local government area of Ogun State is the third matriculation for the 2025-2026 academic session. Beyond the ceremonial gowns and formal registration, the event signifies a shift from aspiration to responsibility, where students are expected to take charge of their learning and personal growth. The Chancellor and founder of the institution, Dr. Ngozi Okafor, whose address is delivered on our behalf, urged the matriculating students to uphold discipline and maintain good conduct throughout their academic stay.
We could not compromise our standards at the detriment of the welfare of everyone and the brand name and standard we are trying to build. It is in your own interest to confirm and abide within the text and rules guiding your university on campus.
The students are thereafter administered the matriculation oath, formally inducting them into the academic community.
That I will pay due respect and obedience to the Vice Chancellor.
I hereby admit you as bona fide students of this institution.
In separate remarks, the Vice Chancellor and Pro-Chancellor note that the university currently runs 19 academic programs, including nursing, medical, laboratory science, and public health. They express optimism that the institution will secure approval from the National Universities Commission to commence a law program by June. The management adds that the university remains committed to producing graduates with strong moral values and excellent work ethics, while preparations for its maiden convocation ceremony are already underway.
We have engaged qualified professionals to help provide both academic and emotional guidance to our students to ensure they grow healthy and in an environment that is genuine, secure.
Within the next few months, accrediting agencies like the NUC will come. So I enjoin all staff, members of Senate, to cooperate with the Vice Chancellor.
In his goodwill message, the Onikogbo of Ikogbo, Obanuruddin Osoja, pledges continued support for the growth and development of the institution. Parents and matriculating students express excitement at being part of the milestone event.
I feel good, I feel great, I feel to be part of Vision University. We're expecting us to do our best as a student, and we will make them proud academically.
I want to say thank you to my parents for sending me to a good school. I'm not going to fail them.
The only message is for them to be diligent and to focus on their studies and not to mingle with any bad companies.
To reward academic excellence, 200-level students with CGPAs of 4.6 and 4.8 received cash prizes of 100,000 naira each, a tradition introduced during the university's first anniversary. Taiwo Fabajo, OGTV News.
The coordinator of the City Boy movement in Mekwa for local government, Engineer Jami Ugundele, has called for unity, dedication and grassroots mobilization as key drivers of political success. The charge was given during the inaugural meeting of the executives of the Mekwa for local government chapter held in Imekwafo. Kim Agu completes the report.
The City Boy movement, a youth-driven political and civic advocacy group founded in 2022, continues to promote youth participation and support for government policies. At the inaugural meeting in Imekwafo, coordinators emphasized the need for active political engagement, particularly among young people. Coordinator of the movement in Imekwafo local government, Engineer Jamiu Ogundele, alongside the Ogun West coordinator, Ayodeji Idu, say the group is committed to fostering leadership, advocacy, and community development.
See that there is a road that was being constructed, that is Sokoto Badagry Expressway. It is the work of Mr. President, for Mr. President to remember us at the extreme end of Ogun State here that we share border with the Republic of Benin. It shows that Mr. President really has us in heart, and we need to respect.
For every organization, there's a structure, you understand? For City Boy movement in Ogun West and in Ogun State and at the national level, we have a vision and we have a mission, because you can't attain success without vision and mission. And what I've seen here today at Imeko-Afun, I'm really so excited. There's proper coordination, and actually salute the local government coordinator, Imeko-Afun.
Newly inaugurated ward coordinators express appreciation for the confidence reposed in them, pledging to work collaboratively to advance the movement's objectives and strengthen grassroots mobilization. Invited guests in their goodwill messages call for sustained commitment and unity among members.
Engineer Dami Ogudele is part of us and he has been an instrumental for progress of youth constituency in this local government, Ogun West, and the state at large.
The expectation is that there will be super influencers, in spreading the goodwill messages and the gospel of Asiwaju for second term, of Distinguished Senator Adeola Olamilekan for Governor of Ogun State.
Charge all our unit coordinators to the ward levels to go back home to the grassroots level to tell them that come 2027, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu should be elected as the President of the Republic of Nigeria. And not only that, to our incoming governor, Distinguished Senator Solomon Olamilekan Adeola Yayi.
The meeting ended with renewed enthusiasm as leaders assure members of inclusive engagement and impactful programs for the people of Imeko-Afun. Nkem Agu, OGTV News.
Following the emergence of Senator Solomon Olamilekan Adeola as the consensus governorship candidate for the All Progressives Congress APC in Ogun State, party chieftain and security expert Otumba Adejare Rewani Adigbenro has lauded the decision. He described the choice as a popular move destined to consolidate the progress and continuity of the state. Otumba Adegbenro expressed a deep pride in his association with Senator Adeola, noting that his ideals closely mirror the visionary leadership of his late grandfathers. Adegbenro credited the ruling party under the leadership of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for ensuring the consensus meeting was conducted without rancor or disagreement. Hailing the senator as the ideal successor, Otumba Adegbenro emphasized that Adeola's extensive legislative experience provides a unique advantage for leading the Gateway State. A member of the All Progressives Congress, Solomon Sunday Olanrewaju, has formally declared his intention to contest for the Ado-Igbesa State Constituency 2 APC ticket to run for the Ogun State House of Assembly in the 2027 general elections. The aspirant says his decision follows wide consultation with party leaders, ward executives, community stakeholders, youth groups, and elders across the constituency, noting that their encouragement strengthened his resolve. Our reporter, Margaret Okunola, has the details.
A convergence of All Progressives Congress chieftains, members and notable dignitaries in Ado-Ota local government, with the sole aim of supporting their own, Solomon Sunday Olanrewaju, who declared his intention to contest for the Ogun State House of Assembly seat, representing Ado-Igbesa State Constituency 2. In his declaration, the aspirant emphasized his commitment to grassroots development, highlighting initiatives in education, youth empowerment, healthcare outreach, and welfare support through the OSHA Foundation and OSHA movement, aimed at complementing government efforts within the constituency.
I'm here to represent the good people of Ado-Igbesa. It's all about giving back to the society that was born into, that brought and raised. The plan is to further interest, is to bring the interest of Ado-Igbesa to the table, to the round table.
Some party members and stakeholders attested to programs earlier undertaken by the aspirant, describing them as responsive, impactful, and people-oriented across the constituency.
Service in humanity. Let's try to help out. It is always good to give back.
It's one of the best aspirants for our Ado-Igbesa State constituency. I was so impressed by this OSHA. Before, I'm not a politician, but due to the way the guy come to our community.
I support OSHA as the aspirant of Odo because of his performances
I can see him performing well. Ever before, he even aspire to go for the assembly.
Many empowerment for us in the family, in the town. So I pray to Almighty Allah to support him to the state assembly.
Responding, party leaders assured that the party will uphold its structure with proper scrutiny to ensure that its flag bearer emerges through a credible and transparent process capable of delivering effective representation.
They said a lot of good things about him, and they said he has been empowering people and helping the communities. What I will have to tell him is to continue to strive more to help our people and to give back to the community that made him.
However, Solomon Sunday Olariwaju reaffirmed his loyalty to the leadership and structure of the All Progressives Congress, seeking the support, guidance, and blessings of party leaders, while expressing confidence that the party will continue to maintain its strong presence across Ogun State through unity and effective representation. Margaret Okunlola, OGTV News.
An aspirant for the House of Representatives APC ticket for Ado-Duota Federal Constituency, Karim Tolani Oyindamola, has distributed food items and essential materials to his constituents. Over 3,000 constituents across 16 wards in the constituency benefited from the palliatives. Olaide Oloyeshuruade reports that the event was held at the Ado-Duota Local Government Secretariat.
Hundreds of people across the 16 wards in Ado-Duota local government thronged the venue of the empowerment with party leaders, community stakeholders, and beneficiaries gathered to receive support items distributed by House of Representatives aspirant for Ado-Duota Federal Constituency, Karim Tolani Oyindamola. The empowerment initiative, organized to celebrate the All Progressive Congress governorship consensus candidate in Ogun State, Senator Olamilekun Adeola, popularly known as Yayi, witnessed a large turnout of party faithful and residents. Speaking during the distribution, the initiator, Karim Tolani Oyindamola, said the gesture was part of his commitment to improving the welfare of the people, particularly in the face of prevailing economic challenges.
This empowerment is not just about Ketio. Firstly, we are using it to show a gratitude to Governor Dapa Abiodun for endorsing Yayi, and secondly, we are endorsing Tinubu for second time as our president. I'm using it for a relief for my people, to give back to my people.
He adds that the program is also in appreciation of his supporters and to strengthen his connection with them.
I have a lot for our youth. I'm here to serve them. And our youth deserve a good job. We needed new schools, our health skills, and everything. And our women, they deserve empowerment, and everyone deserves a new opportunity, a new change.
Party leaders as well as beneficiaries expressed appreciation for the gesture, noting that the items received would help cushion the effect of the current economic situation.
We are paying the elders, they help us, they give us the ticket. So with the ticket, we can implement all these plans.
We thank Honorable Ketio that more of it, that the Almighty Allah will empower him. He's going to be a better person because he's a youth. We know where youth deliver, we'll be able to deliver well.
Swim well, give us, performing very well, and everything.
The aspirant later led supporters and party faithful on a walk to the APC secretariat in Ado-Duota, where he formally declared his intention to contest the House of Representatives ticket of the party in the local government. There were renewed calls for the aspirant's political ambition ahead of the 2027 general elections, as he pledged to continue service to the people. He also said his ambition is driven by a desire to provide quality representation and bring development closer to the people. Olaide Oloyeshuruade, OGTV News.
The Ilobi-Erija Development Association, through its Central Planning Committee, has organized a grand homecoming reception in honor of one of its distinguished sons, retired Inspector General of Police Dr. Lukayode Adiolu Egbetokun. The landmark event is scheduled to take place on Saturday, April 18th, 2026 at St. John Primary School, Ilobi Ereja, in Yewa South Local Government Area of Ogun State by 10 in the morning. The ceremony is to celebrate the exceptional service, leadership, and contributions of Dr. Egbetukun to Nigeria, particularly during his tenure as Inspector General of Police. Dignitaries, community leaders, and well-wishers are expected to attend. Up next is business news with Adebola Oshomoji. Please stay with us.
Glad to have you on the business segment of the news. The federal government has appealed to domestic airlines to suspend plans to halt flight operations following the sharp rise in the price of Jet A1 fuel. Aviation Minister Festus Keyamo also urged the carriers to reconsider any planned increase in the airfares. This is as he further disclosed that an emergency stakeholders meeting had been convened to find a lasting solution. Keyamo made the appeal in a later address to the airline operators of Nigeria. The move comes amid growing concerns over threat by airlines to suspend operations next week due to rising cost of aviation fuel. United Nigeria Airlines has confirmed another bird strike involving one of its aircraft, bringing the total number of such incidents affecting its operations to 3 within 48 hours. In a statement signed by the airline's public relations officer, Chibuike Uloka, the airline said the latest incident involved its Embraer 190 aircraft during takeoff from Benin City Airport en route to Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja. The airline described the frequency of the incident as alarming, noting that the development has further disrupted its operations. According to the airline, the affected aircraft has been withdrawn from service in line with its safety procedures. The airline clarified that it only reports bird strike incident that result in aircraft being grounded. The Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry has said that the uptick in inflation in the month of March poses significant